When you have people that are cutting Christians' heads off, when you have a world at the border and at so many places that it's medieval times.
I have a plan that I've put forward to go after ISIS, not to contain them, but to defeat them. And it has 3 parts.
I'll tell you what, with Hillary Clinton, I said, be at my wedding, and she came to my wedding. You know why? She had no choice because I gave. I gave to a foundation that, frankly, that foundation is supposed to do good. I didn't know her money would be used on private jets going all over the world. It was.
I have been for the Brady Bill. I have been against assault weapons. I have voted not to give gun makers and sellers immunity.
Seems like a long time ago, doesn't it? That was the 2 major party candidates in the primary debate, the first general election debate, now just 19 days away. So you'd have to think that Donald Trump, being new to this and new to governance, would be at a disadvantage. Former Speaker of the House Newt Gingrich joins us now. He has advised Mr. Trump on a number of things. This is a challenge for him, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's a challenge, but I think you have to be very careful about him because Trump is like one of those, a little bit like Babe Ruth. He's like one of those great natural athletes who doesn't do all that well in practice, but some extra adrenaline.
The question is, does he practice at all?
Oh, yeah, I think he practices all the time, but not the way normal people do. I think my sense is if he sees you, he'll say, gee, Brett, how do you think if she does this, if I do that? It'll be 40 seconds, and he'll listen very carefully and lock it back here. Next person he sees, he sees Rudy Giuliani constantly. He says, gee, Rudy, if she did this and I did that, or if the moderator does this, how about if I do that? So what you get is this constant thinking about it, which is very different. And I think in his case, it may be right. I never did practice sessions when I ran. And the reason is...
But, Mr. Speaker, by the time you ran for president and participated in those debates, you had been around Washington and steeped in these issues and the details of these issues for years and years. So you had stuff in your head you didn't know was there.
But so does he.
Well, but about foreign policy and defense.
If we get down into who is the Prime Minister or the President of Gambia, he's going to lose.
No, I get that. Well, he will. Yeah.
Right. So,
but people are not going to hold that against. What I'm thinking, though, is these questioners are going to ask him questions that require some level of detailed knowledge about the world and about American policy. And she will be able to answer them with specificity.
Right.
It would be, seems to me, difficult for him to be able to do so at the same level. And so how does he deal with that possibility?
Well, first of all, I don't think he should try. I mean, I think the worst thing you could do to Donald Trump is try to figure out a way in 20 days to fill his brain with enough details that he can sound like a good graduate student. The best thing you can do is give him the confidence. He is so much faster than she is. I mean, look at all the debates he was in. These were first-rate talents. I mean, Ted Cruz was a good debater. Jeb Bush, in a different world, would have been a great candidate. Marco Rubio was a very solid person. And
yeah, but he did that by turning those debates into kind of personal brawls, and they worked like crazy for him in a field of 16 candidates.
What do you think he's going to do with this one?
That's what I'm getting at here. Can he do that in this sort of subdued atmosphere of a presidential debate?
I will be very. We can talk after the debate.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
I will be very shocked if a Donald Trump debate is a subdued debate. I think he is going to come in being Donald Trump. He is going to debate as Donald Trump, and after the debate he's going to say to the American people, hey, you want a guy who's brash and aggressive and fights for America? I'm available. You want somebody over here who studied everything and failed totally? She's available. Take your pick.
All right. But let me just try to put myself in the shoes of an undecided voter who really doesn't want to vote for Hillary Clinton.
Or Donald Trump.
Well,
and they're sitting there going, what am I going to do?
What am I going to do? I mean, there are a lot of people like that, as you well know. And they're thinking, I don't want to vote for her, but can I really vote for him? Will the country be safe in his hands? Does he know and grasp enough about the world so that I can confidently vote for him? And he does not succeed in speaking knowledgeably of the facts of the world. Isn't that a risk that he is,
it's a
having to take?
Well, it's a little bit of a risk, but again, I think people tend to forget who this guy is. There's a Trump Tower in Dubai. There's a Trump Tower in Panama. You know, he owns a place in Scotland. He's done business all over the planet. It's not like this guy showed up on Tuesday morning direct from the cattle barn. He is a worldwide figure.
Well, if he had, it would have been a great cattle barn,
it would have
right?
been amazing. It would have been huge. And I think what he's got to do, I mean, my strongest advice is one, remember that the moderator is a bigger threat than Hillary. You've got to be able to think about what the moderator is asking you and never allow them to put you in a box. Two, never let Hillary get you upset. Just whatever she says is fine, and just go, great job, Hill, nice try. Go to the next topic. Three, you want to reframe things in terms of his worldview. His worldview is dramatically different than hers. He's for America first. He doesn't believe in a lot of the stuff she's been doing. He doesn't believe in the war that she's been fighting.
Do you think on the question of not letting her get under his skin that he can swing that?
I have been fascinated to watch and see.
All right, thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.